Shalom, shalom, all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Barasham Yahweh, Barasham Racha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone, and salutations to all you sincere Keman. This is your brother Abawan, back again with another video. And I was watching this individual right here, chiseled Adonis, great videos, hilarious content. I'm always seeing him laughing. I know it's always something that you can laugh about. But in his recent video, which I was watching, he mentioned something, and I had to do a video on it, and he was going into how, what, I don't want to play any of this video because of, I got it a copyright something the last time I clipped somebody's video, but that's just, but I don't think I really need to play this video. And basically, he was going into what he always talk about, you know, according to the scriptures, and that is the fact that presently in this kingdom there is no future, man. And even the younger generation, the younger kids can even see that there is no future for this kingdom. And now everybody's in a state of, well, let me just play it, and let him tell it like it is.
Alright, so boom, let's have a real conversation. How are y'all doing? Like, legitimately, how are y'all doing, dog? Because I went to the gym early this morning, and for whatever reason, I didn't feel like making breakfast, so I decided to go eat at IHOP. And I had probably about 4 teenagers who was in the booth next to me, just talking terribly about life. You talk about young people who have absolutely no goals, no dreams, no plans for the future. I didn't want to have to overhear what they were talking about because I didn't want to eavesdrop. But for whatever reason, they were speaking with their value past the maximum. So
I don't think the video went to move to something else. But anyway, as I was saying, I don't think I need to play any more concerning
we're talking about because I didn't want to.
Basically, you heard what he said, where even the young people in this kingdom, they are giving up hope of or anything, for anything in this kingdom, for any future, any dream, any opportunity, or anything like that. And this is really going into how there is no hope in Babylon the Great anymore. Okay, that's basically what this video is going into, and even the people that are in the world are starting to see it. But that is in the book of Ecclesiastes. Okay, so let me go to that. And this is the book of Ecclesiastes 12, and I'll start from verse 3. Ecclesiastes 12 verse 3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the window be darkened. Right, and basically that's going to be the title of this video. The windows be darkened, okay, or rather those that look out the window will be darkened, because there is no future in this kingdom. Every time you turn on the news, you hear about layoffs, you hear about natural disasters and earthquakes and fires going on. Every time you turn on the news, you hear about some horrible events going on in this kingdom. And basically, what you have are the reasons for that is, well, aside from the fact that this is the end, right? The world is coming to an end, but majority of the people that are out here, they still refuse to accept that fact. But continuing on, Ecclesiastes 12 verse 4, and the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. And basically the quality of everything in this kingdom, has become low, right? In this case, the quality of the music, that's why I talked about the daughter of music, but the quality of everything, all the art, all the media, all the, everything that you have in this kingdom, all the quality will buy Esau Edom. There is no future. Even if you want to grow up, you go to the uni, right? You go to college, you try to get the degree, or most of the degrees that they teach in these universities are completely useless, and even the ones that are useful don't pay you a livable wage. So even if you start earning money, you have to pay off student loans if you're in Babylon the Great. If you're in Babylon the Great, in other countries, they're not paying you enough to actually live a livable wage, because now all you really get paid enough for is to rent a cheap apartment, which usually is a place, which usually is a apartment that is even worse than the one I'm living in right now. But which usually is an apartment that is complete, that has no space, right? Completely cramped up, that you still have to share with somebody else, because in this kingdom, man, everything has become low, everything has gone down, everything is low in this kingdom. The vibration is low, the vibration of the people are low, the morality is low. But the only thing that is at an all-time high you see is wickedness and degradation and corruption, okay? Because this kingdom is about to be destroyed. And of course, we know that the reason why we already know the reason why this kingdom is is in the state that it is. And let's go to that. That is in the book of Proverbs, okay? So this is the book of Proverbs 29, verse 2, and it reads, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And the reason why this kingdom is in the state that it is in is because Esau, Edom is in rulership, right? This place is done, okay? There is no future for this kingdom. And when I say this kingdom, that was Babylon the Great, not just the US, but also the whole world, because just remember, the whole world has taken part in the abomination and in the wine of Babylon's fornication. So this is the book of Jeremiah 51, verse 6, and it reads, flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of Yahweh's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. Vengeance to Babylon the Great, the elites of Esau, Edom, for all the oppression that they have caused against the Israelites, okay? That is your so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. And when it talks about living Babylon the Great, it does not mean live physically, but rather live Babylon the Great spiritually, live the doctrines and the ideologies, the teachings of this wicked kingdom, right? That is what you should exit. Cleanse your mind from the ways of Babylon the Great. Jeremiah 51, verse 7. Babylon hath been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand, hath made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. And the wine, of course, being the doctrine and the philosophy that is being pushed over here in Babylon the Great. And let me see whether they write that. Let me just check this precept. I want to check what the blue letter for drunk and wine is, just to see. And the word here is yayan. I want to see what the word for drunk in the blue letter is, and the word is shata, and it reads, to drink, drinking drinking cup of God's wrath, of slaughter of wicked deeds, to feast, to be drunk. Okay, let's get in the Hebrew. The wine is yayan, right? Yayan, and basically just wine. Okay, so that means that in the blood that doesn't really give you the reference for, or rather another what the wine and the drinking means metaphorically, which means to consume, right? To take in doctrine, because wine can also be likened unto doctrine, philosophy, the beliefs of this kingdom, which include, right, the promoting of wickedness and the condemning of righteousness, when it is supposed to be the other way around. So that is the reason why you are in this state in Babylon the Great. But let me continue reading. Jeremiah 51, verse 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed. You would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country. For her judgment reaches unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. And this place is about to be destroyed, which is why you see that there is no hope, right? The windows are darkened because this kingdom has no future. That's why you have, the old, and everybody being just in a depressed, repressed state in this kingdom, where they have no hope for the future, right? No hope or dreams for anything to come, because even in the spirit, you people out here, you can tell this place is about to be destroyed. That's why you're in this state of depression and disillusion, right? Disillusion. I said I was going to get that word. Let me go and quickly get it. I need to really get it, the definition. Okay, disillusion. Because that's this mindset that you people are in right now in this kingdom. So let me go and get that. Disillusion. I didn't spell that right. So okay, well now I got it. Disillusion, and it means to free or be freed from illusion. From a noun meaning the act of freeing from illusion. This plus illusion, right? So basically, disillusion means lack, or so lack of something. Lack of. Let me see. Lack of mockery. But let me get the etymology of the word delusion. Okay, so this is the word delusion: mockery, scorning, derision, act of deception, deceptive appearance, apparition, delusion of mind. Okay, mocking, deceit, or deception. And when it means to be disillusioned, it means the lack of deception. So, because this truth is coming out at the same time, this kingdom is being destroyed. Now, you people that are in this kingdom are starting to realize slowly that this place, Babylon the Great, is not all it's cracked up to be. All the talk of the American dream, right? Of freedom, peace, and liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, you are starting to find out that all of that is completely false. Okay, that you just sold a fake, you just sold a pipe dream by the elites of Esau Edom. Okay, and that is why you people are so. That's why you see so much. You see high rate of depression, high rate of suicide, high rate of mental illness among the younger generation, right? The newer generation, that's that Gen Z, I think I'm even a part of that, which I'm a part of course, but you see, because there is no hope and because this kingdom is about to be destroyed and so many other reasons, but mainly because it is because Esau Edom is in rulership. Because see, you wouldn't have this problem if Jake was in power, right? People will say all they want to say about the scriptures. Oh well, the God, the scriptures is a book of hate. Oh, the God of the Bible is a tyrant. They'll say this and that. But yes, we look at the kingdom they are living in, right? Look at the condition that you are living in. Look how you are living. You cannot even afford the basic amenities. Most people in this kingdom can't even afford to get sick because you can't even afford to take take care of your illnesses. Yet you are still eating those poisonous foods, breathing the polluted air, consuming all kinds of evil, wicked media, because every part of this kingdom is corrupt. But yet the people of this kingdom think that this is perfectly okay. That it is okay to be living in this kingdom, right? And you'll be tearing yourself out. And that it's okay to be living in this kingdom, opening yourselves up to all kinds of demons. That's why that's really what is wrong with the people of your king, with the people of this you people of this kingdom, right? Why wouldn't you be depressed? Why wouldn't you lose hope in life when the devils are running up and down your ass spiritually? But this is the book of Revelation 12, verse 12, and it reads, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time." And it all goes back to, you know, this kingdom about to be destroyed, this kingdom about to go out, because the reason why Esau Edom is putting so much hell on you people in this world, on your head, is because his kingdom is about to go out and now he's trying to escalate his plans. He's trying to, push for his great reason. Okay, Esau Edom does not care about you people. And really, neither does the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. The Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushai doesn't really care about you heathen, right? But he only cares about the nation of Israel. But at the very least, you want to know the difference between the Most High and Esau Edom. Well, the difference is really that the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is a just judge, right? And this is the book of Proverbs 11 verse 1. A false balance is an abomination to Yahweh, but a just weight is his delight. Okay? And then you also jump to this precept as well, just to show you Isaiah 2 from verse 3 now. "And many people shall go and say, Come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of Yahweh, to the house of the God of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law, and the word of Yahweh from Jerusalem. And he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore." Right? Because when our Lord Yahweh Shai, when the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, the kingdom of our Lord Yahweh Shai is established, right? In this kingdom, there will be peace on earth. Something that you never hear or see in Esau's kingdom. Because you already know what it is. The blessing of Esau Edom is his sword. And it is only by using that sword that these devils can keep their power. So there will always be wars on the earth as long as Esau Edom is in rulership. And because of these devils' greed and need for power, They have corrupted the whole earth. They have destroyed, the pureness of the earth. They have destroyed the purity of the earth. Have destroyed the cleanliness of the earth. The earth is now completely unclean and contaminated with all kinds of not just wickedness, but physically contaminated and polluted as well. It's plastics, right? All the it's plastics. It's carbon gas emissions and gases, greenhouse gases, yes, and different things like that. Because all these devils really know how to do is destroy. They are not, they are not the rightful rulers of this kingdom. Okay, they are the wrong ones, but they're not the rightful rulers of this kingdom. And all they are doing is destroying the earth with their rulership, which is why the scripture says that our Lord Yahushua will return and destroy them and destroy the earth, right? That's what we are saying. Even the Most High comes into power, nations shall not take up war. Nations shall not wage war against nations anymore. So no more learning war, meaning that the whole earth will be at peace. Continuing on. Let me get another precept. Psalms 9, verse 8, and it reads, and he shall judge the. Okay, yeah, let me start from this. Psalms 9, verse 7. But Yahweh shall endure forever. He hath prepared his throne for judgment, and he shall judge the world in righteousness. He shall minister judgment to the people in uprightness. So now you are seeing the difference between Esau, Edom, and the Most High Yahweh Basham Yahushai. At the very least, the Most High Yahweh Basham Yahushai is a righteous judge, because even if you go into the law, the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushua might not care about the heathen, but there are still laws in there that apply to the heathen. That doesn't, just because the Most High isn't dealing with the heathen does not mean that our people can now treat the heathen any way that they please. You still have to treat the heathen under the same. You still have to treat the heathen under the law, because if you cannot commit adultery with a woman that is married to a heathen, right? That means that all the other laws concerning how you treat, your fellow Israelites also applies to the heathen as well, even on this side. Well, except for the places where it especially states that this is how you treat the heathen differently. Like, for example, our people aren't supposed to eat meat that died of itself, or something that was killed by another animal, but you can take that meat and sell it to the heathen, right? Why? Because we're a peculiar people. They will say, however, Shani didn't want us to look like a people that were struggling for anything. Which is why, he set up all these laws to make us, basically to make Jake different. And every day that goes by, you're seeing why all these laws matter. And recently I've just been realizing why the Most High Yahweh Shai put so many death sentences on on almost every law. That almost every law has a death sentence. I'm starting recently. I've been realizing why the Most High did that, because these things are necessary. Okay, and it is shown expressly in the kingdom, especially when you look at the wine of Babylon the Great. Okay, but that's what I was saying. That's what we are saying, right? The Most High Yahweh is a righteous judge, and this is a righteous judge. And because this world is not being judged in righteousness, it is pushing you people of this kingdom to become self-destructive. Because there is no justice, no righteousness in this kingdom. It's only wickedness. And, as the scripture says, except those days be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved. So this is the book of Matthew 24, verse 22, I believe. Matthew 24, verse 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Right? So with that, I'll end the video right there. All praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'asham Yawashai, Ba'asham Rachak Wadash, Wa Abad Babal, and through the Spirit of you Akim, and you are quite edified. Shalom.